Hello, Mike Lucy here. We are waiting on Greg McDaniel. We had an absolute fiasco disaster. We were scheduled to go live on Blab, but there he is, Greg McDaniel.
Hey guys.
How are you? We're just getting started. I need to set up the broadcaster over here so we can see the Facebook.
Okay.
What a disaster this is. Apparently Blab is down.
It is a clusterfuck. But Blab's been messing up a lot lately.
Really?
If they don't get their shit together, I don't know how much they're gonna last.
Well, I have never had this problem. So apparently you have had this problem.
Yeah, we've had their problem. Their audio kind of comes and goes, and I think about this time, I know on Fridays they do this. They're working on like upgrading or changing things in their system about this time. I don't know why they don't do it 3 o'clock in the morning, but they don't.
Right. Craziness.
Mm-hmm. What is the rating of your show? You know, G, PG, PG-13, R, X.
We'll say PG.
Okay.
I can be a little edgy. We can go somewhere between PG and R. No X though.
Bumps. Gotcha.
Right. I am starting the stream to Facebook.
All the different pages.
Hold on, I got to get a new key. What the heck? It'll go. The first link will be on my business page.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can share from there, and there's about I say a 1 minute delay.
Okay.
Preview. Come on, I need a key. This set us back, what, 20 minutes?
11 minutes at this point. We're 11 minutes over our go time.
All right. Well, I have a bunch of awesome questions.
Sweet. How's the audio coming through? Nice and clean and crisp?
Yeah. It's when you got on, it was a little bit blurry, but now your video, super high quality. Your audio,
Good.
Super high quality.
Sweet.
Start streaming. We're good.
You would laugh if you saw what my setup is right now.
What is it?
I have, since my internet in my office was down yesterday, and they said it was up again today, but I wasn't going to take a chance and head in there and be like, hey, it's open. No, they lied to us. It's not working. I stayed here. So right now my laptop is stacked on two cases of cat food. Yeah, I usually have a better backdrop than this, but oh well.
All right. It should be streaming right now. I will send you a link. There it is. Copy link address. I'm going to send this to you on Facebook. Bree and I will we'll help spread the word.
Okay.
This is a pretty good recovery considering
We had a disaster happen.
I'm telling you.
It is what it is, though. Technology brought to you by making your life easier. Said nobody ever.
All right, link is on its way. I'm going to do my first round of sharing. My first and only round of sharing. You have it in your Facebook Messenger, Greg.
It's coming over.
You click that. You can share it outwards. I'm going to do that. Once we're done with this, then we can get the party started.
Okay, I don't see a link come through. I have the Google Hangout link. I do not have a Facebook link in the Messenger.
It's, you know what it's doing? Hold on. Go. There it is.
Okay, now it's started to come through.
All right.
Okay, so what do I do this? I just copy and paste it out to my different pages, or what do I do?
Actually, if you open it up, you just hit the share. Are you on a computer? Yeah, hit the share. And then when you hit the share drop down, you get share now public, share, send as message. If you click share, you can send from there to groups and pages. You can tag other pages. I'm doing right now share to my own timeline. Right, link is, you can tag other pages. I'm doing right now, share to my own timeline. Uh-oh. Right, link is, you can tag other pages. I'm doing right now, share to my own timeline. We need to have the Facebook turned off. You can tag other pages. I'm doing right now, share to my own timeline. We need to have the Facebook turned off.
Okay, share it to my own timeline.
Yep.
Share to share in a group. Real estate.
All right, I got two more shares.
I'm with you on this one. Let me see.
Two more shares. Hold on, someone said they can't see the video.
Yeah, it's black.
Hold on, someone said they can't see the video.
Yeah, it's black.
Ding. We got it. Can you see, Greg?
Yeah, I can see it. I'm real estate uncensored. I got one more. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out to my team page, to a team or a page you manage.
It's very blurry. But I think that's the nature of the beast in the Google world.
Right.
Little choppy, little blurry.
Okay.
Well, the good news is it's being recorded on Google Plus, so it will be available on replay through there.
Okay, I think I shared it out to Real Estate Uncensored. I think I shared it out to McDaniel Callahan team. Let's check. What do you say? I think I shared it out on the mine, so let's go there. That's the one I really want.
And I had
okay, I am live
bunch of
on my page.
my notebook because I have all my questions and things for you scripted. Let me grab it and we'll get started.
Okay, not a problem. Well, to everybody who's watching us, welcome. You know, Michael and I are going to be doing this. We'll see how this works. It's a little helter-skelter, but it is what it is, you know, with everything that's going on. But we're going to make it fun and entertaining. I guarantee you that.
Right. And the challenge is I have 3 devices with 3 separate video streams.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lag between all of them. So I need – oh, I got to shut this off. Hold on. Sound problem.
I guarantee that.
Right. And the challenge – okay. Well, let's get started. Let's do introductions first. Hi, I'm Mike Lucy, 3D Business Solutions, ex-programmer, ex-marketer, soon-to-be aspiring realtor, trying to combine the best of all 3 of those worlds into one. And today with me we have...
You there? Oh, there you go. Hey, Greg McDaniel, guys. Hey, how are you? Glad to be here with Michael. You know, I've been a real estate agent for 16 and a half years here in the San Francisco Bay Area, in the East Bay. I am also a podcaster on our show called Real Estate Uncensored, where we bring everything to you uncensored. So if you want to get an unfiltered view of real estate on all sides, tune in, go find us on McDaniel Systems on YouTube, and you can take a look at us there. But I'm happy to be here, my friend. Thanks for having me.
Awesome, awesome. So, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to a whole host of people, because 3 months ago, I came up with this crazy idea of kind of diversifying what I do as a living and actually taking the plunge into real estate. And the further I progress along, the more I realize it's something I should do. So you are a big, huge source of inspiration for me, as are Sandy and Larry in Hawaii, as is Mrs. Skinner in Colorado, and a whole host of other people. So thanks, guys.
Oh, Miss Beth. You're talking about Beth Skinner.
Yeah.
She's awesome. Awesome.
So I'm looking to pick your brain. Hopefully I have some knowledge to share with you. You have some knowledge to share with me. We have a ton of knowledge to share with everyone.
Hey, I'm ready to make it rain, player. Let's do this.
All right. So the story is, Greg and I met about a month ago. Somehow he came across my newsfeed, and we called each other on a Sunday night, I think it was, late night time. And we kicked around some ideas, and we've kind of built upon it since then together. So we compare notes over time, and that's the story. Is Greg's an insider. He's an insider in the real estate industry, so he understands both the angles of real estate and marketing. And I come at it from the marketing perspective, and I call myself an outsider right now.
That'll still be changing. You'll be getting into the inside soon.
That's the plan.
Michael,
So
I'm having reverb on your side. Are all your other feeds muted?
Yes.
Okay, maybe that might have been a delay. Just checking.
It could have been.
All right.
Better?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. All right, so today we're going to be talking about live video. We're going to be giving examples of, we're going to be giving actual examples and products that you can buy very cost effectively to help real estate professionals take live video to the real world and do all kinds of cool things. In my world, live video is one of what we call 4 legs to success. Live video is combined with original and branded content, audience amplification, and paid advertising. But the other 3 we're not here to talk about. Let's start with practical applications of live video in the real estate space.
Okay. I mean, practical applications. I mean, it's really anything. It's anything you want. This thing that we all call a cell phone. It's not a cell phone anymore, guys. It is a complete media center. This is a media company in your hands. It's audio, visuals, written text. It's communications out on multiple different applications. Using this phone effectively and efficiently can radically transform the way people are going to view you and basically consume you as a real estate professional, mortgage professional, just a human being, whatever it is out there. One of the biggest things that people don't really quite get, Michael, is the fact that for so long, we have been told what to consume, what to get, what to do, right? Now we have the ability to interact real time on multiple different channels. Like you and I are streaming out from Google Hangouts out to all of my different Facebook pages, your different Facebook pages, and people are viewing us on all different platforms. Therefore, they're hearing us and they're used to us speaking in different languages or different ways of speaking. So we're going to censor Greg today. Now, we're not going to uncensor him as usual because you've got to speak the appropriate way. But you can use Facebook Live, Periscope. You can use Meerkat if it's still around. Google Hangouts like this. You can use blab.im to do a myriad of things. You can do showing of properties. You can get that person. You can introduce the property to the world on Periscope. You can introduce the property to your sphere of influence on Facebook Lives. Periscope is alive for 24 hours and then it's dead. Facebook Live, records and it stays on your timeline, so you can build up a whole, line of videos so that when people are searching you, you're going to download your video onto your iPad or iPhone. You're then going to upload it up to YouTube or into your blogs, to your websites, anywhere you can do it, so that you can take and use this content on multiple different channels. That's the most important part. There is no stopping. You could do buyer leads, you can buyer needs, you could do open houses, you could do brokers tours, you could do touring the neighborhoods, you could do showing people what the areas are around town, why you should move there. That's actually what I'm doing later today. I'm going to be taking this iPad all over Danville, where one of our main markets are. I'm going to do little snapshots. I'm going to give it to Viral Marketing, who does a lot of my post editing for me, and they're going to put into a little snapshot of why to move to Danville. You know, you could do interview of shop owners. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, I could get on my soapbox here, but I don't think that's what you want.
Correct. I have a bullet list of practical applications here and comments or questions. You already addressed many of them. Storytelling.
Yep. A lot of storytelling.
So storytelling of not only the house, but the community.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So one thing I am planning on doing now, maybe you can help me decide or help me conclude whether this is within the scope of the law or not. I wanted to go out and go as far as to like interview principals at schools, local restaurants, local businesses, golf courses. And
Absolutely. All of those. I mean, you should be talking to every single person out there. Talk to the city planner, talking about what they have coming down the pipe. I came up with an idea to do what I call mayor of the month. Dude, go find 12 mayors. It has to be like 12 mayors, or maybe you have 6 mayors and you have 6 city planners. You know, it doesn't really matter, but you want to give people the inside track. Besides, if you're connected to a mayor, people are going to think that you're on the ends, that you've got it going on, right? It could be as simple as going, hello, mayor's office. Yes, I would like you to interview the mayor. Okay, 2 o'clock tomorrow will be great. Thank you. That's how hard this shit gets, okay? You know, all you have to do is just reach out to people. You'll be surprised on who reaches back. And small businesses, if they aren't trying to get free advertising, free video work done by you, they're crazy town.
Correct.
I'm completely.
So the next thing on my list was you had mentioned the live open houses. We started doing live open houses as a marketing company about a month and a half ago. And what we've learned is it's not the actual live open house itself. It's the whole process. The whole process that goes into the live open house. And at the end of the game, we measure success or failure in terms of lead generation, brand building, and engagement.
I do videos. I used to do video, recorded of a property. I would stand out in front of it and I would take my phone, I'd turn it sideways. I have the home behind me and I'd be turning around like this, showing people the property, and doing promotion on it. Now what I do, if any of you guys, go follow me. I'm running out of space on friends on Facebook. I think I have like 25 more friends and I'm at my 5,000. So go follow me on Facebook. Go take a look at the videos I'm doing. You'll get an idea of what I'm doing. But since we're talking about being in the property, see this little thing? It's called a Rode mic. It's a smart lavalier. And this, guys, is probably one of the most important tools that I use. So the smart lav, you clip, you have a little smart lav that you clip onto your shirt. This thing clips into the bottom of the phone. And that, it costs $80 on Amazon. They'll deliver it to you, as always. And it will give high quality audio. Because when you do these videos, if they can't hear you and they can't see you, they're not going to watch you. All right. So audio is number 1. Light is number 2. If your video quality sucks, then it sucks. But as long as they can at least hear you, and then you can ask for feedback from them, that's one of the most important things. I started without using a smart lav. My engagement has increased 10x since I have, because you don't hear the click, clack, click, clack, click, clack of heels through a hallway or the echoes in a big room. You just hear the people. It's a higher quality sound, which people are going to be gravitating, or they're going to gravitate towards. And we also have the iOgrapher. We talked about the iOgrapher. I mean, do we want to talk about that now, or do you want to talk about it later?
Well, I had that next one. Is like after practical applications, I wanted to go into like hardware recommendations. So smartphone network and hardware recommendations.
Okay. Hardware. You want hardware?
I have 3 more things, and as I continue to meet and engage with real estate professionals in Detroit, I'm asked a lot of important questions and challenged with a lot of important scenarios. So can you do us a favor and explain the difference between live video and on-demand video? I think at the grassroots level, there's a misunderstanding of what live video is. They just hear the word video.
Right. So in the past, what's been drilled into our heads when you shoot a video, the slogan was always be as long as you have to be, but as short as you can when it comes to your content in your recording. And so, because people would click off of a video within 2 minutes, maybe 3, if you're really, really, really lucky. I actually started tracking myself on videos like that. And with that, at about 45 seconds, I was already annoyed. If I wasn't entertained, I was clicking off of the video. Right. The difference on live engagement, You have to take everything I just told you and completely throw it out the window. You have got to go long engagement. Now, 5 minutes, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes could be long. For me, long engagement is 20 to 40 minutes on a live video. I just sit there and I will record and talk. I'll do prep work. I will bring material to record on. Like, I'll go and do research, at different websites, and we'll get into that a little bit later on where to get the content to do these longer form videos. But don't be afraid of it. The entire point of live video is to have an interaction, okay? If you're not having an interaction, what the blank is the point of it? Nothing. You should just shoot a 2-minute video and call it a day. But people want to talk to you. They want to ask questions about it. It gives them a gateway to get access to you. And before this, they didn't have it. There was always that paid barrier wall. Like, you were always one off. Then they had to call you, or they do some sort of strong call to action or something along those lines. Now they just go ahead and then they just type a question in, and then you respond right back to them. But if you're going to do live video, you have to respond to the people typing in. Okay. Sure. Otherwise, the engagement, there's no value. But that's where you really will start gaining people that will say, they'll start coming up to you after you start doing this for a little while, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, Greg, Michael, you know what? I've never met you before, but I feel like I know you, because of all the videos and podcasts and content you're putting out there, and how much it's helped my my business, and so on and so forth. So go longer. I see it about 10 to 15 minutes. I see a high engagement, my engagement jump, and then it stays there until I drop off at I try to do about 20-minute videos, 20, 25-minute videos.
Right.
So very long answer.
Next challenge I've had, and this has come up 3 times in the last day, is the word virtual. So apparently in the real estate space, there was such a thing as a virtual agent. And this created all kinds of problems, because what was happening, at least here in Michigan, was there were agents that were working remote and letting buyers in properties with the lockbox code. And the agents were giving the tour remote from a device, but buyers were in the house without an escort, a licensed escort realtor.
That can be a problem.
So I have been told 3 times in the last 2 days, we're not allowed to do virtual tours. And I've since had to back off the word virtual.
Well, virtual tours and virtual showings are 2 totally different beasts.
Thank you.
I mean, a virtual tour, guys, is you recording the interior of a property. Now, if it's not vacant and there are people living there, maybe with young children or something along those lines, make sure you get permission from the homeowner or the agent to film the interior of the home, just for child safety and just for privacy issues. Yes. Even if it is vacant, always get clearance from the listing agent if it is not you to do that. It's just a common courtesy, and it's just showing professionalism. But that is a virtual tour. Virtual showings. I know they're doing it in Arizona quite a bit. What they're doing down there is they're giving a one-time code to a buyer. The home is vacant. They have GoPro set up around the interior and exterior of the property, making sure there's no vandalism or vagrants or just vile acts taking place. Use your imagination in the property in any given time. And so that's starting to take place. But that's only in vacant homes. I think that people are just misunderstanding it, and it's just a re-education of the community.
Absolutely. And, once again, with me being the outsider, I'm quickly learning that the difference between the 2 terms, but it's nice to hear from you, like an official professional explanation and the difference between the 2.
Just tell them it's a live video. Don't tell them virtual. Just say it's a live video. I'm going to do a live video shoot of AB 123 Main Street. In the
Perfect.
Ooh, live video. Ooh, what's that? And then you have an opportunity to talk to them.
Perfect. So I have a question for you. Have you considered or done any research as to what's next? Like, live video is just a stepping stone to something. What is it that you're looking at or can't wait or very anxiously awaiting for in the future?
I think VR, virtual reality, I think is going to be, I thought you were going for that. Virtual reality, VR, Oculus, all of this stuff. Google has Google Cardboard, where you can just film it in a certain style, and then you could put it in this actual cardboard device. You slide where's my phone? Take your phone, you literally slide it in like this, and then you'll view it in a 3D format. I think that's going to be something that's going to be incredibly powerful, because me, as being a buyer's agent for so many years, there's been countless times where I've gone with Mr. and Mrs. Buyer to a property. I'm like, guys, this really, from what you're telling me, I really don't think you're going to like it. Oh, Greg, we just want to see it anyways. I'll lead you down, Depression Lane here. And they go in, they look at, Mrs. Buyer looks at me and goes, oh, Greg, I could never live in this. I'm like, that's what I freaking told you. Freaking told you this. So I, God forbid you listen to a real estate professional. You know better because you're on Zillow. Okay, I give you that. Whatever. But I, what I would say is this. I think in the future, I think Mr. and Mrs. Seller are going to have 2.5 kids. And I think that they are going to put their 2.5 kids to bed. Then I, as the real estate professional, I will have sent them virtual reality walkthroughs or tours of different properties where they can then walk through a home, and then they can make a selection out of those. Let's say I'm sending them 5. They like 3. We go look at the 3. We make an offer on 1 because they've already feel that they're involved with it. I think until VR gets really, really popular, I think 3D video is going to be something that's going to be pretty interesting because you can hold the little 3D thing up. It'll give a little bit of a fisheye effect. But I think that it's like a $400 for a pretty decent one. You can buy up to like $5,000-$10,000 ones you don't need. But I think that's gonna be another way, because on those 3D images, we've seen it. You can take your mouse or your finger and you can move the images in any way that you want to get a image of that property. So I think that's probably going to be the next thing that's coming down the pipe. I'm already looking into buying one of those and giving it a run. I'm a total tech dork, and I'm like, ooh, $300, okay. Price for admission is worth it.
So when I put on my imagination cap, here's what I envision. And I'm going to say it's 12 to 36 months out, so 1 to 3 years out, is we're going to have Facebook goggles. At some point in time, we're going to have Facebook goggles. And the benefit to people like you and me shortly for realtors and people taking video to the real estate space is I envision putting on these goggles right now. And I know from doing the live videos we've done at open houses, it's a 2 to 3 person team that's required to pull it off. Mm-hmm. But the virtual goggles is going to empower the realtor to do this solo.
Yeah, I think so too. But also, there's also something else. I'm not sure. I don't think there's too many people that are aware of this. I think it's like Philips or Canon or one of the big camera companies. They've already started to apply for patents for this. It is no joke. It is a contact lens that is a camera, and it can adjust for clarity, for light, for depth. It'll even it'll adjust to your blinking pattern so that it goes in one continuous stream. So quite literally, I mean, instead of holding this up, you're going to put a contact lens in. And then as you see, it will see and it will record. Now, there's some creepy aspects to that. We want to make sure when that thing's on and when it's off. You get what I'm saying? You're going to see some stuff you don't want to see. But I think that in day-to-day life, in the way that we interact and react to each other, I think that's going to be a quantum leap for us. And I think that's going to take VR to a whole new level, because now instead of having to put goggles on, you're just going to literally put a contact lens in, record it, and or maybe even be able to go live with this thing. Well, why not? Of course you would be able to.
Absolutely. And then the other thing I can't wait for is when the real estate professional doesn't have to rely on the team. If you're going through a property and the realtor is doing the speaking, we're in the background capturing the feedback and then relaying that to the realtor. So it'd be nice, like through these goggles or through the lens you're talking about, where the realtor can actually see like a side stream of all the engagement and be able to react to it immediately rather than waiting for the relayed message.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. There's also, everything's getting stitched together now for more of like a united view of everything. I think that at some point down the road, you'll be able to link to different people, and you'll create a master view of what's going on in an environment. So like you were saying, if you have like 3 people that are walking through a house showing a home, Michael, me, and let's just say Chris Callahan, my business partner, the 3 of us are walking through a property. Well, people can click on and watch us, but they can choose what image they want. So I'm in the kitchen, you're in the master bathroom, Chris is in the backyard. They're all seeing simultaneous feeds on the top. They're like, ooh, master bathroom, ooh, backyard, ooh, kitchen. And they can change all of it, but then there'll be a program that'll stitch it all together, and it'll be like a ever-flowing viewpoint of a house, an event, a family get-together. I think it's going to be radically awesome. And yes, I just did say radically. I think it's going to really change the way that people are able to do stuff. There's a technology out there called Smile Time right now that Matt and I are working with, and they have an opportunity where on the top you can have, like, I think up to 6 people that would be on. Me as the viewer watching you, I could say, okay, I'm tired of looking at Michael. I'm going to look at Greg now, or I'm going to look at Matt now, or I'm going to look at whoever else is on the panel, and it changes their view there. And you can interact with them on the side, very much like Google Plus Hangouts like this, or like Blab or anything like that. I think we're in the infancy of technology when it comes to getting the information out.
We're doing an open house tomorrow, and we made a strategic decision last night. We were going to use Blab, so we were going to actually do something similar to the idea you were talking about. We were going to stage cameras in different rooms, and we're going to try to have this seamless tour, room to room, using the 4 panels of Blab. But we decided against that, and now after the disaster we had with Blab this morning, I'm glad we decided against it. Yeah,
Blab's having some tech issues. They're trying to grow too quickly right now, trying to do too many applications. What they need to do is they need to get out of their own damn way and just let the consumers enjoy the freaking platform. I mean, their first round was better than what they have now.
Right.
I mean,
the screen sharing is phenomenal, though. The screen sharing is absolutely amazing. Have you used that yet?
Screen sharing is cool. It is very, very cool. And I think that, yeah, if they can just stop and just ask the community what they want and stop trying to shove it down our throat, they're like, here, have this. No, I'm good. Thanks. I just wanted to be able to select what I wanted to watch. And now you're telling me what I can and cannot see. So Blab, we'll see where it goes. Definitely it's going to be interesting. But, I mean, not to jump ship on this really quickly, but I am sorry. But we're talking Facebook Live, right? If you guys are big on Twitter, but you don't have a big Facebook crew, that's okay. You know, I think Periscope is going to be, and I'm pretty sure you're on board with this, that Periscope is going to be absorbed into Twitter. And that's another opportunity for you to go internationally right off the bat, not just staying within your friend group and be able to talk to folks. Also, Snapchat, I think creating storylines is huge. I mean, Facebook has 1.19 billion users or some crazy number. They have about, 8 billion views a month on video. Snapchat has 200 million users and has 6 billion views a month. So the engagement rate over on Snapchat is just monstrous. If you guys haven't started doing that, you need to start putting up snaps and getting the engagement on that as well.
I'm gonna in the Google Plus Hangout, I'm gonna add a link to the GaryVee article about using Snapchat in real estate.
Yeah.
Did you ever read that one?
I haven't yet. I'm actually in the middle of reading listening, aka reading to his new book, Ask GaryVee, the collection of all the different questions that are asked out there. Very, very interesting. I will tell you that. He's got some good stuff. This guy's nuts, but he's got good stuff.
Cool. I just loaded in the showcase the GaryVee article. I'll share it on Facebook later as well. It's very cool. He talks about how to use Snapchat for real estate and storytelling and live and all this. Very cool.
Yeah, storytelling is going to be your most critical point. If you're about as exciting as wet cardboard on a rainy day, you need to get out of your way, guys, because this video thing, like what we're doing right now, Michael and I are sitting on literally the cutting edge. I mean, never before we've been able to stream out to multiple different channels simultaneously and be able to touch more people at one time. I think it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So you've got to get on board with this stuff as much as you think you have a face for radio. I don't care. Nobody else cares either.
Absolutely. That's a great lead in to the requirements, hardware, software, network, all that good stuff. So you touched upon this earlier. Let's start with smartphone. What do you recommend? Like, what's the lowest common denominator for the type of smartphone you need to pull this off?
I think what they were saying last time was a 5S was the lowest Apple that you could use. But in all actuality, guys, I mean, they've all switched over to payment plans, for a monthly thing. You're not really having to come up with a huge chunk to buy a phone anymore. So like this has the smallest data plan, because I'd never had an iPhone before I got this thing. So I got the smallest data plan. Huge mistake. Okay. Go for a bigger data plan, get those, get the information so you can actually run real-time apps that you're going to want to add in, because these things all do take up data. So I would go for a bigger package, probably like a 64 gig or whatever on your iPhone would be my recommendation as the smallest one to get.
And I'm a converted Android person, so I'm an iPhone dude now too.
Me too. I'm a full convert. I hated iPhones forever, but all the cool apps are on it.
I hate it. And I'm still being the tech geek that I am. I'm still an open source Android kind of guy, but you can't. I mean, these guys invest so much time into what they do, and it's pretty cool. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Carlos Whitmore. He just joined from Keller Williams out in Farmington Hills. Shout out, Carlos.
What up, Carlos?
He's watching on YouTube. So we have people watching on YouTube, Google Plus, and Facebook.
That's awesome. I love this stuff, man. This is
very cool. So I'm going to make a recommendation similar to Greg that don't worry about the lowest common denominator. Try to go with the best phone available. So on the Samsung side, the Galaxy 7, I have not used. I've heard it's amazing. The quality, the media quality video picture is amazing. It's also waterproof.
Yeah.
It's also waterproof.
How cool is that?
Very cool.
Yeah.
And the iPhone 7 is coming shortly as well. I'm on the 6S Plus, but I recommend just getting up to whatever is the latest and greatest in the smartphone world.
Yeah, I'm probably going to wait for the iPhone 7 to come out, and then I'll upgrade my phone to that, just so I'm not behind the 8 ball on anything like that. Also, something that's really cool in regards to video, it's silent video, but I'm not sure if you guys know this, that you can go directly to Zillow, and you can upload up to a 2-minute silent video walkthrough directly to Zillow of all your different listings. So don't worry about sound or anything like that. Just have good light and walk through the property. Don't move the camera too quickly so people don't have blurry views, but allow people on the biggest platform to see video of your home. That would be something I would recommend. We've done it for 2 of our properties. It's so simple. It's not even funny how easy it is. There's a big button that says add video, click, start video, click, walk, done. So.
And it's automatic? It just happens?
Yep. Then it's going to email you back. It's going to say, please confirm, because you don't want some wackadoodle, in there putting in some, screwy stuff. But yeah, you confirm it. Boop. Yes, I shot this video. Yes, I like it. Uploads in. Bam. Now you have video on Zillow.
Very cool. All right. Next requirement I have, and this is probably more important than the phone itself. It's network. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what are you running from home right now? So you have super high quality HD resolution. What do you run from home? Just so I have an understanding.
I'm actually just running on a brand new Lenovo Flex 3 laptop, shooting with the webcam that's built in right there into my laptop. So I'm Wi-Fi. I did buy the fastest Wi-Fi I could possibly get.
That's the tick.
And so another thing that I have here is, the phones. I upgraded to the highest amount of digital package I could get onto this thing. The reason why, excuse me, is the fact that when you shoot live video will chew through your data like a hot knife through butter. All right. You need to, if you're going to do this a lot, you need to start doing this out there. You need to get the bigger package so you don't run out of stuff. And I have one of my buddies right now Eric Carey, he says Facebook Live is delayed behind the audio. It's going to do that. YouTube, the video and audio are in sync. Great. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it, brother. This is new stuff. They're working out the kinks and the bugs in it. I'm sure that we're going to have some of this stuff that's going to be a little wacky. It might be just in the live filming. It might come together, once it gets condensed down. But at least you can see us.
So for the network, one of the things I recommend is before making any wholesale commitment to going out to a property. So whether you're a listing agent or you're a marketer working on a live video for a real estate client, a realtor client, go to the property and test out the network.
Yeah.
And whatever device or whoever your provider is, take your phone out there, see what's available. Best case scenario is the house already has Wi-Fi that you can connect to. That doesn't happen very frequently, in my experience at least.
Or just ask them. I mean, say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, I'm going to shoot a live video of your home. Can I have access to your Wi-Fi, please? Because it also works well when you're sitting there at an open house and there's a football game on and no one's coming around and you're bored to tears. Hey, at least you can listen to something. You can watch the podcast, one of our podcasts, watch TV or whatever else. But just ask them for the Wi-Fi. I mean, if they ever trusted you to sell their property, they're probably going to trust you with their Wi-Fi network.
Yep. And another advantage is if you can connect to Wi-Fi and you're streaming from your device to Facebook, you can do HD 1080p quality. Video stream on Wi-Fi that you can't do on your mobile or wireless network.
Yeah, they start out in 720, I believe, and then they upgrade you to 1080 after a few. Isn't that right?
It's 1080, right? For me, it was 1080 right off the gate if I'm on Wi-Fi. Now the Wi-Fi has to be of quality enough to support that stream.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. I mean, I've been multiple places that, you know, my cell strength just was not strong enough, and I could not shoot a video live there. So what you have two different choices. Either you can go record a video, upload it to Facebook, and tell them, hey guys, sorry I couldn't do live here because of the network wasn't strong enough. Make sure you check with your carriers before when you bring your buyers over. Or you guys can just do a live video in your office talking about your property, maybe even you have some nice photos, you know, you can show them on the screen or whatnot. There's a lot of different opportunities out there, but don't let it stop you just because you can't go live. That doesn't make any sense.
And would you agree with this? If you have a poor connection, it's best not to do it because that's just going to degrade how the actual property looks. So if you have a poor connection, don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to go through, you know, good and bad spots throughout the property, and if you lose connection, don't freak out. Wait, breathe, hold. You know, go back to where it was good. Let it reconnect, and then start filming again. Look, guys, it's live video. Shit's gonna go wrong. Okay, you know, just roll with the punches. Have some fun. Nobody's expecting to have a blockbuster, you know, studio quality film here. They just love the fact that they're out kicking it with you. That's all.
And another thing here, do you guys have a lot of basements in California?
We don't really have any basements. We're earthquakes out here, man.
All right. In Michigan, if you're gonna do a live video, walk through the basement with your phone to make sure that you don't lose the connection in the basement. Lose the connection in the basement. Last thing you want is walking through a house and have your connection cut off midstream.
Yeah, that would suck. You definitely it's just testing it to give another opportunity just to walk around, talk about the property, talk about everything with the homeowner. Shows that you're tech savvy and that you're forward thinking. Doesn't really matter. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. End of story.
Gotcha. All right. Now let's move into some hardware. What I'd like to do is you have the majority of the recommendations here, but you give them to me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to screen share where to purchase these from as you're talking. So let's start with sound again. Can you just quickly review what you recommend for sound?
So this is the Rode. It's the Rode mic, guys. It's $80. It's on Amazon. It's called a Smart Lav. So SMARTLAV, Smart Lav. It's just this tiny little microphone. You know, you see the one newscasters clip on their shirts, and then this little thing here clips into the bottom of your phone, like so. And bada bing! Now I have high quality audio. That will, like, right outside my window right now, it's blustery. I don't know what happened. It was all like calm, and now it's all windy. So shooting out there would be a problem. I was talking on one of my live videos yesterday that, you know, how most people will clip this mic on the exterior of their shirt, so we clipped in like this. If you clip it underneath and, you know, underneath your shirt, you'll still get high quality audio, but you'll protect it from the wind blast, which will definitely help you keep keep people engaged. Yes, that is a Smart Lav right there, the Rode Smart Lav. And for $79, man, it ships to your place. I highly recommend it. I thought it was a phenomenal little piece of hardware. A wireless lavalier microphone will run you about $800. I mean, it's not cheap at all.
I just ordered today the Pile Pro AMD something or other. I'll put a link up. If you endorse it, it's $20.
Really?
It's a wireless mic for $20.
Wow.
And I said, what the heck? Let me give it a try. I read the reviews. People say it works. It only has a distance up to between 30 and 40 feet. But I think when you're confined within a house, 30 feet is probably good enough to have a camera on one end of the room and speak on the other end of the room.
Oh yeah. Or, I mean, even better. I mean, shit, I'll buy that thing today for $20. Because, you can have an assistant or a friend or, you know, whoever else is around you. They can be your videographer, and you can, you know, walk around free of a cord, and you'll be able to get that kind of that more high quality video. I'm very, very, very interested about that. $20.
Here it is, right here, the Pile Pro PDW M96.
So what do you plug that into? You clip it on. You have it on your shirt, obviously. Then what's that other device on the left-hand side?
That's the transmitter. So that's a great question. That gets plugged into where you plug your
Your phone?
Yeah, your earbuds.
Oh,
There is
nice.
an adapter. There is an adapter that's required. If you go into the answered questions here, and you just search for the term iPhone, there's a guy that gives us step-by-step instructions as to which adapter to buy. He bought 4 adapters before he found the one that worked. So he clearly states that get this adapter. It's called a, I don't even want to try to pronounce it because I'll mispronounce it.
So that's called a Plio Pro.
Yeah, Pile Pro.
Plio Pro. Huh. Okay, that's awesome. That right there is worth the mission right now. I mean, that's awesome stuff. And God knows if it's working, you guys will hear about it from me.
Here's the adapter right here. It's the Dual Cooler Guitar iPhone adapter.
Hold on. I'm gonna write.
So this is $5.
Hold on. I'm writing this stuff down. It's called the Dual Cooler Guitar Black Guitar app.
Yep. Once again, a guy went through three other ones. None of them worked. Bought this one. It did work. He was about to give up. So yeah, I just ordered these yesterday. Once again, obviously you get what you pay for. The risk of getting this is the distance from the phone, like the distance in which the audio will work, is up to about 30 to 40 feet.
Yeah, but I mean, at 30 to 40 feet, I mean, shit. I mean, how far do you need to be away from your phone, honestly?
Correct. In a house. I mean, if you're doing a big house with large rooms, then maybe this isn't the product for you.
Yeah. Well, just have someone follow you, like we talked about.
Correct.
That's very, very cool stuff right there.
All right. So we had a recommendation for Greg on wireless. I posted the links in the Google Plus Hangout. I think those also show up in the YouTube feed, but I don't think they're visible in the Facebook feed.
Okay. I'm not seeing any links posted on the group chat on my end.
Do you have the showcase open?
I'll mess around with it. Yeah, I have the chat open, but I'll mess around with it later.
All right. I'll post links to this stuff later.
Okay, perfect.
Cool. Now let's do lighting.
Okay.
What do you recommend for lighting so I can pull it up quickly?
I went to Amazon. I went to Limo Studios.
That's
and for $49, guys, they have a 3-light setup. It comes with the lights, the stands, the umbrellas, all of that stuff. And let's see where it is. Which setup did I buy? The one said no. Go back and to the main screen. And it's the one on the bottom that says bestseller.
This one?
To your right.
Oh, bestseller.
Yeah.
Got it. I see it.
So it's what, $51 now, whatever. But yeah, I got that thing delivered to me, guys. It came in a surprisingly small case. But I mean, I'm using the lights right now. I have 2 of them set up on either side of my home office. I didn't need the 3rd small one, so I just, it's in my storage area, and it comes with the lights. It's painfully simple to set up. I mean, it's literally screw light bulbs on, attach umbrella, plug in, flip on, done. Like,
so let me ask you a question. I also want to get one of those lights that you can attach to your camera.
Oh yeah, around the lens of like a camera. I got like a Nikon or something like that.
Bulb. Hold on, I'd bring one up. So
I think they're called halo lights or something like that.
iPhone light.
Also, when you guys are thinking about this stuff, interior and exterior lighting are dramatically different. Oh yeah, those things are cool.
When would you use these?
Well, if you didn't want to go get an iographer set, and you could just attach that to the top of your mic. The top of your camera. And actually, hold on. I did not know. Let me write this down as well. The NEEWER 32 mini lamp. That's awesome. LED. So this stuff, guys, what you're doing is like I said, this is your phone is a film production studio. All right. And this is $10. And then the Smart Lab is $80. You're $90 deep, and you're controlling your light and your sound and your visuals for under $100. Never in the history of us being around has this been so simple to deliver high quality product. You always had to rely on higher end $1,000+ cameras, videographers, production companies. But if you just have a creative mind and you just want to go out there and just shoot stuff, do it. I mean, I was watching a guy the other day. He was walking through it was like a hoarder's house. We had no light on it. I could hear him pretty well, but his lighting sucked. And so I watched him for a second just to see, what was going on. But after a little while, I just like, all right, screw this. I can't see what he's doing. This is bullshit. I'm out. Right. And so I'm going to go buy these different devices. I'm going to go buy the wireless lab. I'm going to go buy. How loud is that for you?
On my end, it's not bad.
Okay. Let me know if it gets too loud. They're going to be cutting out there. I might just have to, change that. Hold on. I'm going to close my window here. All right. Now it's not directly blasting us with a saw going through concrete.
In a wireless world, I have a lot of cords here in my office / studio, whatever you call this place. We've got wires everywhere.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, next, stabilizer. So I think this is where iographer comes in.
Yeah, iographer. And so it's I-O and then grapher. If you guys want to step it up to another level of production, you could go with what we're talking about right now and be totally good with. And Michael, if you can get down to where they should have a bundles section.
I'm looking for it. It's like $500.
Yeah, about $500, and you're going to get a Rode mic. You're going to get a stabilizer grip, which we're going to see here in a second, and then you're going to get a light on it, which you can adjust the brightness of the light. And if you have, if you have shaky hands or whatever else, it has 2 grips on either side, and there's like set up for a GoPro, but these are really cool. I'm really looking into them. I've talked to a lot of tech guys that they're using them. They also come with different lenses. There it is, right there, on sale, bottom.
$485, this one?
No. Go back and go.
That's the live stream kit. Are you talking the video kit, this one?
There you go. Yeah, you can do live stream, or you can do live stream with this one as well, but you're going to come with 2 different lenses. You're going to get a light, a mic, the cords, the holder. You're also going to get the hard case carrier on this thing. I've seen multiple different videos on this, and it is good stuff. You can go wide lens. You can go the telephoto lenses. It's really just going to change the way you film something. So if you have, you have the Plio Pro lavalier microphone, and you want to talk about something, do an entrance into a property, well, you could have the door closed, and then with this lens, you could telescope it out so it'll see you as you come in, change your lens, and you can talk to people as you move through the property. It's just a very cool product. And again, you're at $500 versus like $100, but your quality is going to change, and you're going to get additional lenses, which is really, really cool.
Right, that's the cool part. All right, so I have notes in here for stabilizer. There's a couple other stabilizers that, if you're interested in, this is like the standard in the industry. It's called a gimbal. You ever heard of a gimbal?
Yeah.
All right. So
Gimbals are cool.
These are pricey.
$51,000 for that gimbal. No,
yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, having a stable visual, you're not going to get people sick. There's a smartphone shooter for $400 over there. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff with this. We're getting into some serious tech. I got the BH magazine, which is sent to me, and I've been poring over it like nobody's business, just like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool.
And I have one more recommendation for those on a budget. It's called STABYL Stable Cam. This is it. Stable Cam. This just came out recently, and have you seen these yet?
No.
These are only $70. It's kind of like a selfie stick stabilizer kind of thing.
So it's counterweighted on the bottom, I'm assuming?
Yeah, and then there's like a floating mechanism that the camera rides on, so it kind of gives it it stabilizes the camera as you're walking around. Obviously, the challenge with this is if you're a real estate person, you're at a property, it's not realistic or practical to walk around doing a selfie. for the whole property. But there are uses for this, and it is, it is very cost effective. It's only $70, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I could have easily used something like that yesterday. I was filming out next to my like lake out here, or pond, whatever you want to call it, and I was that would have been something I could have definitely used, just because I would have given really good, solid quality audio and stable. So I was kind of moving around a little bit. So I like this a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I did it. I haven't ordered it, but I probably will when we hang up.
Okay.
Well, 360 cameras. You had recommendations for 360 cameras?
Not yet. I just started looking into these, so I don't really have anything that's super fantastically awesome at the moment. Because some of the reviews are decent, some of the reviews, whatever. So what I've been doing is I've just been kind of just diving into it. There's a camera called the Mevo, M-E-V-E. Oh
yes.
It's
Mevo, M-E-V-O, right?
Mevo or Mevi, or I thought it was Mevi.
This is it right here.
This thing is sick. I just ordered it. It's $299. Yeah, this thing, no joke. It can be run off of your smartphone. You can control it. It can do auto tracking of faces. You can do it manual. You can do it auto. I mean, it is a full-blown production crew in that little tiny little eyeball of a thing. It is amazing. So if you want to start doing, live videos and interviewing groups of people, you just put that little thing on a tripod, and then you can control who's going to see it off of your phone as you're asking interviews. So you have a couple of the wireless mics hooked up, or maybe you have a smart lab with an extended wire that you bring over to you, and then it can go back and forth. So if I'm talking or Michael's talking, it can go back and forth between the two of us, and really give an opportunity to really make the other people in the video shine. This would be ideal for interviewing sellers, interviewing buyers. This would be an opportunity to go into stores, or maybe a restaurant or something, and interview the chef, and have you guys be what are you talking about? Try a dish together, and you guys with the controlling the lighting and everything in there, you can really make some good quality content with this thing, because everyone's going to be looking good and sounding good. You bring in your Limo Studios $50 light set with a couple extension cords, set it up so that you're gonna have good lighting. Bring in your Mevi, or is it Mevi or Mevo? Which one is it? Mevo camera with a mic. Start talking and recording, man. Go live with this stuff. It's unbelievable.
So the one thing about the Mevo for me that's huge is the ability to, right on the screen, add your brand or watermark or logo. So you can edit that real time. I want to, when we're out doing our open houses, I want the capability to put right on the video itself an overlay with the realtor's credentials, contact information, and then our logo as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't help myself. I had to go buy one.
Right. That's all I have for equipment.
Okay.
And I only have one more talking point. And I thought this would be helpful for you and maybe for any real estate people, other real estate people that are listening, or marketers. So we met with and agreed to do an open house for a very nice property in the northern suburbs of Detroit. We're doing that tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. EDT. But before we made the agreement, he asked me the question, what I need, before I buy into this, I need to understand, what am I getting? What are the goals? What am I getting? What are we trying to accomplish, and what are the goals? I said, great. Let's take a step back and think about what it is we're trying to do. So this is very helpful. Our goal for tomorrow's live video open house is to get people to come out and go to the actual open house on Sunday. Mm-hmm. So at a very high level, we defined that, and it was very cool. It was an easy conversation. He was down with it, and I guess in this neighborhood, it's typical to get between 5 and 10 people out on a Sunday.
That's it.
And we actually came up with a goal, and the goal is if we can get between 10 and 15 people, at least 10 people out on Sunday, this will be a success. And we also attached 3 other goals. He's never done a live video, so our goal is to get 200 people viewing the property tomorrow night live.
Okay.
and 500 people to have seen the video by Sunday.
Okay.
And the third goal is when we go live, the first comment that we put in the live video is the business card of the realtor with a link to a lead gen form and a text opt-in. So they have a phone number with a text opt-in. So sorry, I have incoming call I have to reject.
They're already calling in. They already want to see the house.
It rings on my computer and my phone. It's annoying. So we're going to define success as at least one lead, inbound lead through the lead gen form or the text opt-in.
Okay.
And then the last goal that we have is, because this is an exclusive part of Detroit and that the makeup of the neighborhood is predominantly professionals, so high-paid professionals, we're going to target doctors, engineers, executives outside of Michigan. We're actually doing paid advertising. We're trying to find behavioral patterns that we can identify, target, and present ads to of people that are likely to be moving to Detroit that meet the criteria of being a professional, doctor, engineer, or other executives, I think is where we're at right now. So we're going to measure, and we're going to have a special form for those people to fill out. So what we're trying to do is use this tool and measure how effective it can be to gather and capture a remote audience as a tool or vehicle for the public and for consumers to use as a tool moving forward when they're house shopping remotely.
I think that also, I mean, so basically what you're doing is, if I understand what you're saying correctly, is that you're going to go create an avatar of the most likely buyer. Is that correct? And you're going to go into the back of Facebook, like if you're building an ad, and you would say this ethnicity, this age bracket, this many kids, this type of career, with a radius around the property, or are you just going to, something like that?
That's one set of ads. The second set of ads is we're going to exclude Michigan.
Right.
We're going to target people throughout the United States that meet, professional, have a certain type of job that make X amount of dollars or more. So we're looking at probably about 150,000 or more a year.
Okay.
And then there's triggers or there's demographical targeting data options in Facebook to be able to try and find behaviors of people that are likely to be moving into Detroit. So it's a social signal. So what we're doing is we're looking for people that are in the likely to move category. That have some other kind of signal that we can pick up on that says they live in LA, but they're moving to Detroit.
Do you have any, so do you know your feeder markets for that neighborhood? Like what other places around the country are more likely to move there?
Absolutely, yes. It's predominantly automotive driven. So it can be, and usually is, engineers, higher level engineers, high level management, upper management, moving from a plant in Tennessee, plant in Kentucky. There's a lot of plants in California. So people that are moving from a remote plant to the corporate headquarters in Metro Detroit.
So go in and just, Ford, GM, your big boys out there, Chrysler, go target everybody that works for GM, Ford, and Chrysler, and then do direct ads to them, throughout the U.S. That'll hone in very, very quickly, potentially, the right people if that's what you're looking for, maybe at certain levels of employment. That'd be a recommendation I would highly encourage. But yeah, it'll be very interesting to see exactly what this could bring around.
Yes. How familiar are you with the audience targeting tools in Facebook?
Pretty familiar. I mean, you can drill down to a scary level. I mean, did you just get engaged? Have you married? Are you gonna, for 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months? Are you just married? Are you divorced? Are you single? All these different attributes about someone. I mean, basically, we can tell you if you like the Petco version of dog food, I can pretty much put an ad in front of you.
Right.
And that's
you're a real geek. You watch Real Geeks, don't you?
Oh yeah, you kidding me?
So their recommendation is keep it simple, stupid. The first-time homebuyer audience kills it.
Oh yeah, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Do not get all up in your head about this. You want your funnel wide, but not too wide. You don't want to be, sending an ad to a 12-year-old girl because shit, she ain't going to be buying anything. You know, and you don't want to be sending to like a 95-year-old, you know, guy. He's probably not going to be buying anything. I mean, keep your parameters appropriate. It also, you know, help with your ad spend budget because it can get out of control. You can have a lot of fun with it, but holy crap.
$5 a day. That's my recommend. That's typically what we do on our end for our ads. $5 a day. You're
getting what, about 1,500 impressions off of that?
No, it depends on the audience. It's between 500 and 1,000 usually.
500,000. Okay.
And then over time, you learn which audiences are more expensive. As an example, people that are separated cost 10 times as much as not. So sometimes it's actually valuable to omit people that are separated from your audience because they actually add to the cost. And the reason is divorce attorneys, mortgage people, realtors, everybody wants the money from people that are separated because that's a strong signal that their behavior is about to change.
Yeah. Yeah, they absolutely are. And, you know, as soon as it's just forward thinking, I mean, my father holds the patent to predictive algorithm that we can predict the most likely people to be moving in your area. You know, so it help us see ahead of, you know, everything, which is really cool, you know, really, really cool that, you know, we have that patent. And so he's launching some new cool stuff. He's testing it with a couple of different, you know, places and people. So we'll stay in touch, and as we get our results in, we'll stay up. We'll keep you up to date.
Very cool. We went almost to the hour marker, considering that we were 10 minutes late getting this thing rolling.
Yeah, there's so much to talk about with this thing. I mean, it can just go and go and go and go. So here, I'm going to give you guys a little tip I found out today. You guys, any of you guys who watch my Facebook Lives, I'm going to give the same tip today later, but it's really cool. So when your agent has your agent that you're going to do this yet, has he uploaded this property into the MLS yet?
Yeah.
Okay. How many days back?
To be honest, I don't know.
More than a couple.
We'll call it a month.
So, month?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, that's not a problem then. There's a really cool site, guys. So what it did, I played around with this thing today. It's LMGTFY. Stands for let me Google that. Let me Google that. Let me Google that for you.com. So LMGTFY. Let me Google that for you. You go into that site and you type in the full address. So 123 Main Street, Walnut Creek, California, 94596, right? Then you hit search, and this thing will create a link for you. And what it will do, it will show that address populates the first several pages of a Google search. And you can then send that to your seller and say, look how cool this is. And you're going to be able to say, look, it's populated in all these different search engines. I just want to show you how we're working for you and getting the name of your house out to the most likely buyers. They will be impressed with this.
That's cool. So can you send that to me?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's not a problem.
Wait. Just say that again. What do I have to Google?
So just type in like where you put a URL. Let's type in LMGTFY.com.
Got it.
Stands for let me Google that for you. And I did it for myself. I'm like, who is Greg McDaniel? He just 2 full pages of searches or more of just everything about me, what I'm doing out there. I'm like, whoa, oh my God, it's a lot of stuff. Then I did that for.
You're saying do this for a property, right?
Yeah, do it for a property. If you're, like you and I are socially active out here on the web and everybody else, dude, type in your own name, type in your real estate team, type in your brokerage, And
what do we do with this link now?
And you'd send that to a buyer or a seller because say, hey, look, this is what I've done for other folks. This is how we get our your address out in front of as many people as possible because it's on all of these different major sites, right? And they're going to think that you just went to the moon and back, being a busy bee. All you did is upload it to the MLS, wait a couple of days, let it populate out on the web so the spiders can go find it and place it assertionally on the search engines, and then go ahead and send that link to your seller. Or if people don't know who you are, type in your name, like McDaniel Callahan team, type that in, wait. Well, we don't have to wait. Get the link, you can preview it right there without having to, send it to anyone so you can see what you're going to be sending out. And then they're like, well, we've never heard of you, and be like, click, here's the link. This is our social presence and online presence. And they're like, holy shit, these guys are everywhere. Very cool, fun little toy.
I'm playing around with it right now. I'm doing something wrong, but it's very cool. I like it.
Yeah, it took me a quick second to figure it out, but as soon as I did, I'm like, oh, well, hello to you. Now I'm going to look amazing to all kinds of folks. All
right. So you asked me the question, when did this house go up? It went up April 28th, so a couple weeks.
Oh, you're fine. You plenty of intel now. You can do that right now for that property.
One of the first links I clicked was the video. I love this analogy. There's a brand name realtor in the area. I'm not going to say his name. He had the first live open house we did. He had a YouTube video that had 13 views. We went out and did the live open house. Our peak was 63 people at one time watching the property, and over 1,500 people have now watched the video as a whole. His video is at 18 views right now.
That's insane.
Insane. So this property has a video that we're doing tomorrow night. It has 1 view on YouTube. 1 view.
Well, you'll change that.
I can't wait to take the screen capture of views from Facebook and compare it to YouTube.
There's a big battle going on right now. I mean, YouTube is playing catch up right now because Facebook has taken its first step into live video. That's why all of us adapters that are doing live video right now on Facebook are going to give they said they're going to give us preferential treatment because, I mean, YouTube, I love YouTube. I don't think it's going anywhere, but they are behind the 8 ball when it comes to this live video stuff and this engagement and everything else. They've been on stationary, video for quite some while. What is Josh saying? I have a buddy of mine named Josh who was like, hey, you still live? I'm like, well, I think I am. Let's see here. But yeah, just start playing around with this stuff. Michael and I have given a shit ton of content in the last hour. Don't get lost in it. Don't start drowning. Just pick one thing if you like it, man. Baby step this thing. Go get the Smart Lab or the Plyo Pro. And try that. The newer, the new NEEWER 3032 mini LED. Strap that thing on top of your camera. Now you got a great light and great audio. Go for it. Don't hold back. Don't wait.
Very cool. All right, calls to action. You want me to go first, or you go first?
Go ahead. Absolutely.
All right, calls to action. If you're in the Metro Detroit or Michigan areas and you want to learn more about live video, either how we can help you as a service or how we can help train you to use this incredibly effective and cost-effective technology, we want to be your go-to source here at 3D Business Solutions and Open Houses Live. You can reach me on my cell, which is the best number to reach me. Don't worry, it's a out of area code, but I am local. My number is 717-420-0972. Once again, Michael Lucy at 3D Business Solutions, 717-420-0972. The person that can help you bring live, realistic video to your real estate business.
Awesome. I like that. That was a good pitch there.
I just thought of it off the cuff. So.
Well, sounds good. To Eric, Carey, Josh, Brian, both of you guys watching. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys are awesome guys. If you guys want to reach out to me, I'm running out of friends on my Facebook. I'm nearly at 5,000. So go follow me on Facebook, or go watch my my podcast. It's at go to YouTube and go to McDaniel Systems, and you'll find it there. It's called Real Estate Uncensored. We go live 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Monday and Wednesdays, we go at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Fridays, we go to 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then my co-host, Matt Johnson, and I will go live on my video, talking on my Facebook page, talking about something that's not usually covered on the podcast. So if you want something that's actionable that you can put into your business today with techniques, scripts, tech ideas, and everything else, guys, this is the shit that I'm using currently in my business constantly to generate listings and buyers. A lot of people don't think that this is actually real. Well, last week I got a phone call from a guy, and I'm not going to say his name, but he called me up. He's like, hey, Greg, my name is so-and-so, and I've been watching all your stuff on Facebook and everything else. A couple of things. First, I want you to come over and list my $1.5 million home, and I want you to help me buy another property. And I'm like, well, that was the easiest listing presentation ever. And then he's like, hey, I want you to be the face for this new app that I'm playing around with. I'm like, oh, that's actually a really cool app he's talking about. So there's going to be some cool technology as soon as I learn more about it. But I mean, if you're consistent and persistent in regards to what you're going to be doing, just stay doing it, guys. People will start watching and following you. They might not come out of the woodwork for a while, but as long as you bring content, you tell the story, and you're a real human being, they're going to start building a bond with you. And speaking of that, if you guys want, I don't do coaching. I get asked this a lot, but I do give an hour to 2 hours of free coaching away every single night of the week. So Monday through Thursday. I'm booked until July 5th at this moment. But if you guys want to do it, we call it the McDaniel Challenge. You guys can call me on my personal private cell phone number, and you can text me there, and we can book a time. We do it at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and my number is 925-915-1978. Again, 925-915-1978. There is zero cost for this. Zero cost. I'm not going to try to trick you into buying something or anything else. It's just because I want to give back to my real estate community, because I love you guys and I want to see you guys succeed more and more and more. So that is it. If you have any referrals for my real estate team, again, you can call 925-838-4300. Again, 925-838-4300. That you'll get my main line. You'll talk to Eileen, our team manager. We'd be honored to help and serve any of your clients moving to the San Francisco East Bay.
Cool. Yeah. And likewise, if you're in the Michigan area and you want a tag team approach to get a variety of perspectives as to what different ideas may or may not work, and you want to get Greg involved, I think that's a possibility. We talked about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, get a hold of Michael and we can set up. We'll do an office or a team. Maybe we'll do a Google Hangout or something along those lines at the 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time frame, and we'll be able to just get on. We can do a group call, coach, whatever we can do to get you guys up and running. If you're a newbie and you got questions coming out of your earballs, then I will be happy to assist you in any way, shape, or form.
All right, but I'll be the single point of contact for that to make sure that we don't overwhelm your inbox.
Yes, please talk to Michael on this one, and that would be greatly helpful.
All right, well, thanks, Greg. We'll have to do it again sometime. Good stuff. Next time, we'll have to reconsider whether to use Blab or not. Yeah,
we probably won't need to use it, unfortunately. But and my friend Miss Neely, she is on, and she is typing to me. I think she feels betrayed for some reason. I'm not quite sure, because she is the president of our podcast fan page, and she's probably pissed that I did not tell her I was going live on this. Guaranteed.
Right.
Oh, she's upset because I'm talking to other Southeast Michigan realtors? ? Explanation.
Oh, who's that?
Her name is Neely Freeman. She's an absolute sweetheart. Do you know Neely?
No, it's like if you're on Facebook enough, you get to see a name fly through your feed, and then sooner or later you're like, I recognize that name. So she's up in northern part of Detroit, I believe. Neely, I know we're friends.
She's calling me a dirty slut right now.
She's in Chesterfield. Yep.
Oh, it's too much fun. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Reach out to her. She's awesome. She's gonna be an up and comer.
I'm gonna call her right now.
You should. You blow her away. Be like, what the heck is going on? Dude, this has been fun, man. We got to try this again.
Good stuff. I'm going to go through on all of my shares. I'm going to put all those links to the hardware in there and try to help people save money yet still get high quality product out there in the field.
That would be excellent. People are going to have a lot of fun. If you guys have any more questions about how you guys can either view my podcast, Real Estate Uncensored, either iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, either search McDaniel Systems, or just Real Estate Uncensored, just Google it. You'll find us. We're gaining a lot of traction. And I almost forgot about this, Michael. A guy named Jamie Cox is a great guy. He has a great Facebook page, Facebook group, and I think it's called Realtors Lead Generation. And we are doing a cruise in December, December 3rd through the 10th, down to the Caribbean. It's going to be a 7-day cruise, and if you guys want to go, You can meet me and a bunch of other speakers that are going to be on the ship. We're going to have 3 days at sea where it's going to be a lot of killer, just content we're going to be giving to you guys on real estate, networking, masterminding, just, up close and personal, just having a blast. And then the other day is shit, man, we're going to be drinking Mai Tais and going and hanging out in the Bahamas. So really, how do you lose? Get a hold of Jamie Cox. He will give you the details on all that. You can just go to Facebook and search him.
All right. And I'll see you live later.
Cool. I look forward to it, Michael. Thanks so much for having me, man. It's always a pleasure to hang with you.
What time do you go live normally? I know it's like PM my time, later afternoon, early evening. What time your time? What time?
It's all over the place. It's whenever I have a free minute that I've been able to, do my real estate for the day, do a little research on a subject or something, and then I come live. It's all over the place. Subscribe to me. You'll get a notification on Facebook, guys, so you know when I go live. That's what I would highly recommend for you guys for this to take action ASAP, so you don't miss out some of this cool stuff.
All right. Very cool. Thanks again.
Hey, my pleasure. Thank you.
Peace out.
Bye, buddy.
Bye now.